This week on Seen on the Screen, Hugh Jackman, obviously Oscar-nominated actor.
And as much as people love to see blades coming out of his knuckles and tearing some people up, like he loves to sing and dance.
Yeah, he's a showman,
a real
really showman.
But some have called him the greatest showman.
Girl! Join me, Jacqueline Coley, as I meet the filmmakers, actors, and industry insiders influencing entertainment. Each episode, guests share their journeys and inspirations and answer trivia about the movies that shaped them. My next guest is Craig Brewer, writer, director, and producer of Song Sung Blue. To listen, simply search Seen on the Screen wherever you listen to podcasts.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Did she have any injuries?
I bit her. She was on top of me. I could not get her off of me. To get her off, I had to bite her.
This is the plaintiff, Renee. She says her ex-girlfriend, the defendant, changed the locks on her at the apartment they shared, stole her belongings, won't give them back, and she's suing her for every penny she's owed. The girl's gone mad. She's not going to allow her to get away with taking her stuff, and she thinks the judge will agree and award her the $10,000 she's seeking. This is the defendant, Jade. She says the plaintiff attacked her one night, bit her like a dog right on the breast, and she ended up filing a restraining order against her. According to that restraining order, the plaintiff had 24 hours to retrieve her belongings. She gave her extra time so she could move everything she wanted, and that was that. Now the girl's suing all this time later for things she abandoned? Come on. She's accused of letting a lover down. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,017 for hospital bills and pain and suffering.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
Okay, you've asked to be referred to only as Renee.
Yeah.
And you've asked to be referred to only as Jade. Renee, you are suing Jade for $10,000 in items that you left behind when she got a restraining order and got you out of the apartment that the two of you shared, plus pain and suffering. You are suing for $5,000.17 for injuries that you say you sustained during the breakup because apparently it got physical.
Yes.
Okay, tell me what is going on, Renee. You start.
On July 31st, we got into a physical altercation. I ended up going to the ER.
Was that the first time you two had gotten into a physical altercation, or has it happened before?
No, that was the first time.
How long had you two been dating?
We were together 6 years.
6 years.
Yes.
And how long had you been living together?
2.
2. What happened? What was the reason for the altercation, if there's ever a good one?
We were broken up at the time, and she was trying to get me to move out. So she started saying, okay, since we're going to be living together, since your bedroom is bigger, I feel like you need to pay more rent. And I disagreed. I felt like, we've been splitting everything 50-50. It should stay that way. So the next thing I know, we end up getting into an altercation.
Well, how did that happen?
I was folding clothes. I had them on the left seat and the couch, and she sat on the clothes. And I moved the clothes, and she says, if you touch me again, I'll f you up.
How did you move the clothes?
She was sitting on it. I moved the clothes from under her. Next thing I know, she stands up and starts socking me and drags me off the couch.
Who hit who first? According to you, she hit you first.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
And trying to defend myself, my nail broke, as my acrylic and my real nail broke off. So I went to the ER that same day.
Did she have any injuries?
I bit her. She was on top of me. I could not get her off of me. To get her off, I had to bite her.
So as it turns out, you find out, how quickly do you find out that she went out and got a restraining order against you?
This was the next day, but when I came back after.
And so in the restraining order that you get against her, according to you, it's a very different story of the physical altercation, correct?
Yes.
What is it you say happened?
We got into the altercation. She was folding clothes on the larger couch. I told her that I was going to come into the living room and watch a movie. And so I told her I was going to sit on the little couch because it had been a lot of childish antics that were going back and forth.
What was the problem? You guys were good for 6 years. Like, what was the problem?
Well, when we separated, she started seeing other people. I started seeing other people. And
you were still living under the same roof?
Yes. So it was just conflict just based on that reason solely.
How long had you been living under the same roof, broken up?
Since January.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, we were friends before.
Well, you were friends before, but it's hard to be friends after.
Right.
It's kind of different, isn't it?
It's much different.
Okay, so go on.
So I informed her that I was going to sit on the little couch, and she decided to take her clothes from the big couch and say, no, I'm folding here. And I informed her, how can you use both couches? I would like to sit down and watch the movie. So I took her clothes, and I moved them, and I put them back. They were still folded as well. And she said, don't touch my clothes. And I said, well, I informed you that I was going to sit before I touched your clothes.
Doesn't it sound ridiculous as you're talking about, right? Like, aren't you humiliated right now explaining this
it's
in my
very
courtroom?
ridiculous.
All right, go on.
And so, so then she put the clothes back. I sat on the clothes. She pushed me. I told her, do not put your hands on me again. She put her finger on me. I said, no, I didn't say your finger. I said your hand. Yes, very childish. So she pushes me. She pushes me again. And so I get up and I take her clothes basket and I empty them all onto the floor. She gets up and she attacks me. And then we just begin. She, like a football player, kind of. Like, she just ran at me and tried to, I guess, knock me down. I don't know what she was trying to do.
And what happened?
And then we began fighting after that.
How did you fight?
Like fist fighting.
Okay.
And then the altercation, she pushed me, and then her finger got tangled into my shirt. And when I pushed her off of me, I guess that ripped her nail off. And so we continued to fight. I had blood on my shirt.
Who hit the first punch?
She did. We continued to fight. Then she got me on the ground, and she was on top of me. I'm trying to push her off of me. And she's still coming at me like this, and she bites my breast. She scratched my other breast. I have scratches. I also have the pictures to show both sides of my breast. She scratched my right side, and she bit my left side.
Let me see. I know you both have pictures of your injuries. Did anybody call the police that night?
No. The police report was done the next day, the same day I got the restraining order, and I didn't get the police report.
What time did you go to court to get a restraining order?
Early in the morning, first thing in the morning.
Who gave you that advice?
Both of my moms.
Your mom and your stepmom?
Yes.
Who's with you here today?
My mom.
Good God.
Like a dog.
Well, you both acted like animals, frankly. I mean, I don't know who hit the first punch and who didn't hit the first punch. I know, whoever hit the first punch and put the first finger, and, it sounds like you're both right there in there, you know? So you get a restraining order the next day.
Yes.
And it served on you later that day.
Later that day.
All right. In the restraining order, it says that you need to get all of your stuff out of there immediately, right?
If I have a restraining order, I'm not able to go in.
No, you're able to go in and escorted by a police. Show me everything you got served with. You're able to go in escorted by a police. It's a tactic. I know why she did that, and I know why her mother gave her that advice. It was very good advice. It makes you get out of the house and get all your stuff out. You're both on the lease, right?
Yes.
This is a tactic that has been used for years, ever since restraining orders came about. And that, which obviously have a very good place in our system. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. The problem is not the system of restraining orders. The problem are the people who may be abusing it. Right. That's where the problem lies. In any event, show me what you got served with that day.
And the restraining order itself was bogus.
I don't know what that means. The restraining order got granted on the 22nd and made into a permanent. Is that incorrect?
No, it was not made into a permanent. It was thrown out on hearsay. Her word
so it
against
was thrown out on the 22nd?
Yes.
All right. But see, the real relevant question is what was in effect from August 1st through the 22nd which is that there was a court order telling you to get your stuff out immediately.
Okay.
Right? Does it or doesn't it?
It does.
And then what happened?
Okay, I got a text message August 4th saying that I needed to have everything out by the 9th or it'll be trashed. So I went August 8th, met up with her mother. I got enough things. I got trash bags, tried to put clothes, things from the kitchen. I ended up giving things to the neighbors, and I still had stuff there. And once I got there, her mother, I think I got there around 10:45. Once I got there, her mother had to, all of a sudden said she had to leave. So I had till 1:30 to get everything. So I got
I just don't understand how a 6-year relationship ends up like this, where you don't give a person a couple of weeks to go ahead and get the bed. It's furniture. It's hard to move. How would you be able to do it?
That's why I gave her from the 1st to the 9th.
Oh, that was so generous of you. Except for that, it sometimes takes longer than that to get your act together to be able to move furniture.
Correct. But she never stated on the 9th, which was the last day.
I see a series of texts where she then, and later on in the month, asked, can I pick up my stuff? And then you folks say to her, hey, you had your chance. And then after that, according to you, you see it sold on Craigslist?
Yes, she posted the bed on Craigslist.
When? Do you have a copy of it?
Yes.
Did you still have it after the 9th?
Yes, I still have the
What's
bed
your
now.
problem then?
After the
You have it now?
Yes, it's still there. And that's why I really...
Well, when she tried to pick it up in August, why didn't you just let her pick it up in August? You'd be done with her.
Because by then, it was my ex, not my ex, my current girlfriend was there, and they had hostility between them, and I didn't want any extra.
Why don't you ditch the drama and put your big girl panties on and handle your own stuff? I don't get it. All right, tell me about your counterclaim against her.
My counterclaim is for, it's $5,000. It's for the biting, the ER, the dermatology, and the course of...
Tell me about the dermatology.
The dermatologist and the course of plan that they had me set up to try to get my breast back to the way that it was originally in.
Right.
The storage
What was that? What did they do?
They gave me, it's a couple of things. They gave me 3 different things. One has a steroid in it, and it's supposed to make the tissue form back into all of the pockets that it's not in. Another one is like a scar. It's similar to a Band-Aid, but it's stronger, and you put it on there and it'll make it smooth. And then the other one is to stop the pain, because I get lightning strikes in my boob from the tissue not being in the correct place. So it's supposed to help with the pain that I...
When you say lightning strikes, you mean
it's
sharp pains?
Yes,
is what you mean.
it's surging sharp pain in my breasts.
Wow. So you're suing for pain and suffering?
Pain and suffering, the storage fees.
What are the storage fees?
It's $2.50 a day from August 1st until she gets all of her items out.
Wait, but I have your text where you're saying it's too late for you to get your items out. So how are you going to sue her for storage fees for stuff that you wouldn't let her get out?
She only attempted to get it out once.
I'm sorry, I have your text and your mother's text where they're saying, no, you may not get anything else out. You can't, that you're done. How are you then going to sue for storage to the tune of $560 when that stuff you wouldn't let her get out?
Because afterwards she stated that she knew that it was a lie and that we still had the items. And so...
And then she should have broken in and gotten them?
Well, actually, she did break in before that. She did break in.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So would you ever live under the same roof with somebody who you just broke up with? What do you think?
No, never.
Why?
It would be too awkward running into them and I don't know.
Yeah, but what if it's like an amicable breakup and you just didn't, it didn't work, but you don't hate the person or anything?
I still think it's a bad idea. Shouldn't do it.
Anybody think you should do it? Anybody think it's okay?
It depends. If he's paying half of the rent, why not? Hey.
Oh, so it's all about money, huh?
Exactly.
I got it. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
When the locks were changed for the restraining order, she did break in.
Look, I'm giving you a lot of grief. You deserve a lot of grief too. This is an unfortunate situation. Relationships of 6 years break up all the time without this kind of drama, violence, and hatred.
I agree.
They really do. There was no reason for this one to break up this way. It's insanity. Do you have any how long had you had this bedroom furniture?
4 years.
How long had she had that bedroom furniture?
4 years.
It sounds right. Do you have a receipt for the actual bedroom furniture?
No, I don't have a receipt. I tried to go to the place I got the furniture from. They're no longer open. So I went online and kind of got about a adjustment of about the price. I have pictures of both and online.
I'm concerned about many things. There is, in fact, a court order the beginning of August that says get your stuff out immediately. Immediately is a term of art. It's not 24 hours, it's immediately. So it's up to a judge to interpret how immediate something is immediate, all right? It is one thing to get your dresses out immediately. That shouldn't take any time at all. It is another to get furniture out immediately. Immediately is gonna mean something a little bit different for furniture, okay? By 8 days after that order, she was told, too bad, so sad, you're out of gas. By 30 days after that order, by 22 days, the order was no longer in effect because it was abolished. But by 30 days, when she's saying, look, can I get my stuff? Let me make arrangements. Tough. August 9th, you had to get your stuff out here. So I find that she had no real way to get that stuff out, particularly because I think you got the worst of that fight. I think that fight was very spontaneous. I think it's going to be really hard to figure out who threw that first punch. I think you were both in it to win it at that moment. I think you're both equally culpable for what happened there. Not that I think your nail being ripped off is not awful, but you won't believe how that looks, okay? But it doesn't matter who ends up getting the short end of the stick after the fight happens. It matters why the fight happens, how the fight erupts. And I think that this is what we call in the law mutual combat, where you're just both at it at the same time. It is impossible to figure out who started it in this case. So your lawsuit against her for physical damages and hospital bills, and your lawsuit against her for physical damages and hospital bills, neither one of you are going to win it because there's no way either one of you could sustain that burden of proving who started it here. Okay? Now, as for the items that you're suing about, here's how I rule. I find that you were entitled to the depreciated value of the items because I don't think that the opportunity that you were given to remove your items out of there was reasonable. I am ordering her to pay you $1,500 for the depreciated value of those items. As for your lawsuit against her for storage, which is pretty much the last thing left, because of the reasons that we've already discussed, the answer to that is no. Do you want to just get your furniture?
Please.
She already said it was gone. I don't know if she's damaged it or what. She said it was...
that's a problem. I don't even want... That's the problem is that there's no civility anymore. I'm not going to do it. You can get rid of the furniture. Yeah, that's the situation you placed yourself in. $1,500 verdict for the plaintiff.
So the plaintiff takes $1,500 in this decision, and the defendant comes out here empty-handed. What's your reaction?
I'm fine with it. I really just wanted all her items out of the bedroom in the first place. If she really wanted them, she could have texted me or texted somebody else.
How did things get this bad between you two?
I don't know.
What have you learned about yourself?
I learned to know when a bad relationship is bad and not to stay in it for 6 years.
All right. Right down this way, okay? All right, so the judgment goes your way. You satisfied with what you come out with here?
Yes, I'm glad everything's over with and I can move on. It's pretty sad that she had to lie. I could have got my things without having to come here.
Same question to you. How did things get this bad?
I have no idea. Just glad it's over with.
What have you learned about yourself?
To never stay that long and...
Same thing she said. Harvey?
So here's the deal. An assault is an assault. It doesn't matter whether it's part of a breakup or not. It is a crime. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Hey, Fidelity. What's it cost to invest with the Fidelity app?
Start with as little as $1 with no account fees or trade commissions on U.S. stocks and ETFs.
That's music to my ears.
I can only talk.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Sell order assessment fee not included. A limited number of ETFs are subject to a transaction-based service fee of $100. See full list at fidelity.com/commissions. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
When evaluating potential hires for your small business, it's essential you look beyond resumes. Sure, a candidate may appear impressive on paper, but understanding the person is crucial. LinkedIn, the world's largest professional network, provides a complete view of your candidate's skills, experiences, and interests. With LinkedIn's up-to-date data, you can be confident that you really know who you're hiring. Post your free job at linkedin.com/achieve. That's linkedin.com/achieve. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the plaintiff, Rebecca Elzinga. She says she bought 2 guaranteed tickets to a Halloween party in New York City. And when she arrived at the party, the cops told her to go home because the defendant oversold the event. She emailed the defendant asking for a refund, and all he responded was there were no refunds, but he'd give her tickets to his next event. She's sorry, but she won't be a sucker twice, and is suing for the $62.98 she paid. This is the defendant, Kazi Sorrentino. He says he admits he oversold the party, but emailed everyone who didn't get in, asking them to respond within 14 days if they wanted a refund. He didn't hear a thing from the plaintiff because she never emailed him back, so he doesn't owe her a thing. Besides, she could have waited in line for people to leave and would have probably been admitted eventually. He's accused of being a real ghoul.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff bought 2 tickets to a Halloween party, but she never got in because the cops shut it down. It was oversold. Now the defendant says he offered a refund within 14 days. She didn't do it. It's the case of trick or treat or sue.
Thank you, Douglas. Rebecca Alzinga? Yep. You are suing Kazi Sorrentino. You won't let us use the name of your company, but you're a promoter?
Well, yeah, entrepreneur. I do a lot of stuff besides promoting.
Okay, but in this case, you're being sued as a promoter.
Yes.
For $62.98 for tickets you bought to a Halloween party that you didn't get admitted to.
Right.
What happened?
Okay, so we bought the tickets online. It was $42.98 for the tickets, and I'd seen about it on Facebook. Kazi had posted about it, and so
Do you know him?
No, we're Facebook friends.
There we go. The essence of the teenage life in my house. If you don't know him, you follow him. Why? Or
because he's a promoter, so he posts about things going on in the city.
All right. So you had heard about?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have been following him how long?
Maybe
had you gone to other parties and stuff?
I'd gone to one a year earlier.
Okay. All right. So what happens? You see the party, and it's a Halloween party.
Right.
And is it a custom party?
Yes.
Okay.
Which was part of the appeal.
Right.
So we bought the tickets. And
what'd you dress up as?
I was Wonder Woman.
Was it slutty?
No.
Slutty Wonder Woman?
It wasn't.
No, not slutty Wonder Woman. What's the point? I'm sorry.
So
let me see your costume. You got your picture of your costume?
Did it?
Okay, and was she with you?
Yeah, this is
Step
my
on
friend
up,
Kim.
girl. Why are you sitting there leaving her alone? What's your name?
I'm Kim.
Okay, Kim, what'd you dress up as?
I was Catwoman.
So we arrived at the venue on October 31st.
How'd you get there?
We took the subway in.
Okay, where was the party?
Essex Street.
Okay, so go on.
So we arrived
and you came
there,
in from where?
Our school in the city, the Bronx.
Okay.
So we waited in the line. There was a line outside for about 45 minutes.
How old are you?
19.
Okay.
And we waited in there for a while, and then
How
eventually...
long did you wait in costume?
I think
outside?
45 minutes around.
Was it cold?
Yes, it was.
Did you have a coat on?
Well. No.
You didn't wear it because you can't. Because you know why? And you know why she's cold? Because the costumes are slutty. Okay, so go on.
Eventually, after about 45 minutes, the police at the front of the line told everyone in the line to go home because they weren't letting anyone else in.
What time was this?
We weren't really keeping exact track. But
what time did the party start?
The party started at 10, and I think we arrived around 11 or 11:30.
Right. Okay, so the police tell everybody go home. This party's been oversold. And what?
So then we waited in line a little bit longer just to see if they were trying to clear out the line a little bit, but they still kept telling everyone to go home. So then we went up.
Were people angry?
Yeah, people were getting pretty feisty.
Because the people in line had tickets.
Some people did, yeah.
Some people in line had tickets.
Yeah.
You were one of them.
Yes.
All right, go on.
So
do you have your ticket, the paperwork for your tickets here?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so go on.
So we went up to the front of the line to ask the policeman what's going on because we bought tickets, we're ticket holders, why can't we get in? And they just said, it's booked to capacity, we can't let anyone else in, it's out of our control, and just told us to go home. So we gave up and we eventually
Okay,
went
so
home.
that kind of stunk.
Yeah, we were
What'd you do for Halloween?
We just hung out with friends.
Okay, did you stay in the city?
For a little bit, but it was cold and kind of raining, so.
Yeah, that's why you bring a coat, Wonder Woman.
Next time.
All right, so go on.
So then after we came home, the next week we emailed Kazi explaining the situation and asking for a refund.
So when did you email him? Do you have the copy of the email?
Yeah.
Okay. What day is it?
We emailed him on November 7th, so it was 1 week after the event.
Okay. And?
He didn't respond to that, so then I emailed him again on the 12th, so 5 days after that, asking again, and he responded to that saying, refunds were given up to 5 days after the event, and now we're just going to give free tickets to our next 2 shows. And we responded saying that we didn't think that was acceptable because
Because you're going to stand in line.
Right.
You're going to take a shower, put on your makeup, put on your costume or outfit, which may still be a costume, and it may still have the issues I discussed. Then you go out there. I have 3 teenage daughters. All right, so you go out there, you take a train, you stand in line, and you still can't get into 2 more parties.
Right.
What is your defense?
I actually did give refunds to the people after they replied to my email. I have proof that I gave refunds to 12 people for $350.
12 people. How many people were in line?
More than 12.
How many?
I guess
maybe like 30.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Those are all ticket holders, first of all. So I gave the people who wanted refunds their refunds, and after everyone who wanted their refunds got their refunds, no one else asked me for refunds. So I gave them free tickets to my other shows.
Well,
they were happy with it.
you gave who free tickets? The other people who asked for refunds?
And with the refunds, with
okay,
more tickets.
I'm sorry, listen to my question. You just said no one else asked for refunds.
Yeah.
So I gave them free tickets. Gave who free tickets?
The people who asked for refunds also.
Okay, so then people did ask for refunds after the 5 days.
Yeah.
Right. So how many people did you give free tickets to your next shows?
Like about 15 to 20.
Okay. These people don't want free tickets to your next show. All they want is a refund. So, and then now your train tickets.
Yeah.
So what's your defense?
They didn't even request a refund on Eventbrite, like the ticketing selling website, which everyone else did, and I gave them refunds.
Okay, but you're saying that because you think that would be the logical way, and they just emailed you directly, now you won't give them a refund?
No, I mean I gave the refunds I gave refunds within 5 days.
I have one case in front of me, and that's
Okay.
this one. She sent you. What did you do? Facebook him, or
emailed him, and then at the end we Facebooked him.
Okay, and said, I am one of the people who got cheated out of my Halloween. What would be the reason that you, young entrepreneur, how old are you?
20.
Would want to not only ruin their night, but then force them to come to court over $42, Mr. Entrepreneur? Tell me.
I mean, this makes no sense. They want a refund 3 months after the event, and they haven't.
I have an email sent to you.
On November 7th, and I replied November 12th.
That's not 3 months after
I know,
the
but
event.
then I replied to them. They didn't reply back to me asking, we don't want the free tickets. We would like a refund, or we're going to take you to court, which I didn't get.
Why wouldn't you just refund their money?
So does she have a right to get her money back, or can he just give her a credit to the next event?
Well, if she followed the rules and did her refund in time, then she could have got it. But since she didn't follow it, then she's kind of.
Is this a refund, or is this, hey, you broke the deal because you didn't let me in because your thing got shut down?
I think she deserves to get her money back.
Because?
Because she didn't get into the party, so.
Well, I mean, I think, you know what? That's kind of it, isn't it? I think, going inside the courtroom.
Why was their request so unreasonable that you, as a 20-year-old businessman, would not feel like garbage for being greedy and ruining these nice little superheroes' evening? You ruined it.
I offered the refunds and free tickets to my next party.
No, you didn't. You offered free tickets to the next party with no refund. That's why you're in court, sweet pea.
I gave refunds to the people who asked for.
I don't care what you get. You think that you have the power. I don't know who you think you are, but you think in your little 20-year-old bloated head world that you have the power to arbitrarily decide a deadline on a refund. Says who they have 5 days?
I sent an email out.
I don't care what you sent out.
And I put no refunds on it.
You think that and I put no refund even if I completely and totally ruin your night and breach the contract. Even if I breach, no refund for you, because I say so. The king of the world, right? No, pal, you're just another entrepreneur trying to make a buck, which is great and admirable unless you act like a complete and total jerk, which is what you have done. I wouldn't go to one of your parties if you held the key to my eternal happiness, and I would never go to one. I am only sorry that you won't let us use the name of your business. Honestly, I've never felt this way about it. It is so shocking that you are this big a jerk, And I hope that these last 5 minutes teach you something about how you treat people in business. So yes, ladies, I am going to award you your train tickets. I am going to award you the amount you paid for the Halloween party and your court costs. That's my judgment.
Well, the defendant's out here, and let's see, what do you have to say for yourself out here in the hallway?
I learned to give people their money back. And, I mean, they helped me more than they think they did.
Yeah. May have hurt you more than you think they did.
Probably not.
All right. You think your attitude went over well in the courtroom?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
All right, sir. Right this way.
Hey, Superwoman, Wonder Woman's out here. Are you satisfied how this came out?
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever met this guy before?
No.
How do you like him?
It's not my favorite, but it's okay.
Right. You gonna still like his Facebook page and keep up on his events and stuff like that?
I don't think so. I think we're done.
The judge says that she wouldn't go to one of his parties if it was the last party in the world.
I don't think we will either, so.
All right, choose more wisely.
Definitely.
All right. Harvey?
Here's the thing, the defendant cannot impose rules that the plaintiff didn't agree to when she bought the tickets. This whole 5 or 14-day refund policy, it just does not hold water. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, our holiday you're saving.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. This season, enjoy spacious, comfortable rooms and friendly service when you book with Hilton instead. Hilton for the stay.
These are the plaintiffs, Dante McDonald and Soraya Johnson. Soraya says she gave the defendant a deposit on a house they wanted to rent. But once they found out the house was in the direct path of Hurricane Sandy, they requested an inspection for mold. That's when the defendant got all weird on them, and they got the funny feeling this wasn't the right place for them. The defendant never responded to their inspection request. They pulled out of the deal because of it, and now can't get their $1,000 back. So they're suing. This is the defendant, Joseph Anello. He says the plaintiffs never mentioned anything about a mold inspection. They just simply called him and told him they changed their mind about renting the house. He went above and beyond getting the place ready for these people, and he refuses to return a penny to them. He's accused of making a mountain out of a mold hill. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,200 for 1 month's lost rent.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiffs gave the defendant money for an apartment they wanted to rent, but later found out it had been in the path of Hurricane Sandy, so they wanted a mold inspection, which they never got. Now, the defendant says they just changed their mind, so tough. It's the case of breaking the mold.
Dante McDonald?
Dante.
Dante with an E?
No, with an A.
With an A, all right. Dante McDonald and Soraya Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, you are suing Joseph Anello, your would-be landlord, for $1,000 security deposit that you left with him that you want returned to you, and he will not return. You have a counterclaim against him for $1,200 in lost rent. Let me hear from you first. What's going on?
Okay, on December 27th, of 2013, we went and viewed his house, and it was a nice house or whatever. I asked him while we were there if did it get affected by Sandy or anything, and he just said that just the heater had went out. And so I was like, okay. So we looked through it.
Did you sign anything?
We had like something that Dante signed when he went back to drop off the security deposit, because he told us to just give him $1,000 for security because it hadn't passed inspection for somebody to live there yet.
Oh,
he hasn't
was it new or it had been repaired from
Sandy?
Sandy?
Hasn't had anybody in there since December of 2012, he said.
All right, let me see what you got there.
When Dante went back to give him the money order, he showed him like a crack in the tile in the kitchen that he had covered up when we both had went. It was covered up by something. and he showed him that the sink in the kitchen was loose.
It was
and
loose.
needed to be recaulked around, and then in the bathtub.
The stove.
Oh yeah, the stove only had two burners that worked.
So I was like, before I gave him the money, I said, you know what? We not really feeling this right now, because it seemed like it got a lot of work to do, right? So he was like, we work something out. If you fix the door, paint, clean the carpet when you live here, then we break it down to $1,100 a month for the first year. I said, okay, that's cool, okay? He said, the past inspection, this crack on the floor needed to be fixed. I said, that's it? He said, yeah, just fix the crack on the floor and it'll pass inspection. So.
Who was gonna fix the crack?
I was gonna fix the crack.
Dante was gonna fix the crack.
I was gonna fix the crack, because he's like, I'm too old, you know, I can't. I said, listen, if you're gonna give me $1,100 a month for a year, I'll fix the crack, you know? I was gonna paint anyway. Even if the carpet was clean, I was still gonna get the carpet clean, because you have a newborn, you know? So he called me.
Like a day or two later, and asked him to for us to meet him at the casino to sign the lease. And it had never passed inspection. It was only like a day after.
Right, but you know it wasn't going to pass inspection, because according to you, you were supposed to fix the crack for it to pass inspection.
Right.
You know
we didn't sign the lease.
We didn't sign it yet. I told him.
Oh, you were saying, no, you're rushing me into the lease.
Right.
I'm not going to sign it.
You're not going to sign yet.
Right.
I said, I just got to fix the crack. No, you got to paint, fix the door, and clean the carpet to pass inspection. I said, no, that wasn't an agreement. You just told me to fix the crack. No, you must have understood me. No, I did not misunderstood you. So, I said, you know what? It was the.
But she had said that you guys were going to paint.
Yeah, but he
you
said
just figured you'd do that in your own time later.
He said, you know, just the
He
pass
said the
inspection.
only thing that needed to be done to pass inspection was the crack in the floor.
The floor.
So after he comes back and he tells me about all that, I said, well, I was trying to figure out if when they do the inspection for somebody to live there, if they do like an in-depth look for mold. So I told Dante to tell him, well, I want an inspection done for mold also, just to make sure. And so, and then also he had went past the house one day, and one of the neighbors told him that Sandy hit that area really bad and flooded really bad. So I'm like, okay, well, I definitely need a mold report, because according to him, there was nothing wrong, which means he probably didn't fix anything after the hurricane. So we're like going back and forth. Well, we're calling him.
You could get your own mold report.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want to risk moving in.
Well, no, I know that, but you're like kind of changing the ground rules at that point. But,
yeah, but it was.
In any event, did you ever see a CO?
No.
What's going on?
I mentioned to Mr. Dan DeClaire, in order to me to prepare the CO, I want to see if you're serious, we make a binder. Binder, I met her, and I asked for $1,000 because I have a more possible future tenants. They want to sell the house. I was ready to rent it to somebody else. So I sat with him because he gave me $1,000 a binder, and I told him the binder is to be deductible from the rent, but not refundable, because I engage with you.
That's fine. I understand everything you're saying. And in a normal case, if they change their minds, too bad for them. What I'm trying to get at, though, is you can't collect rent unless you have a CO. So at some point, did you get the CO?
No, because he changed his mind. In order to get CO, I have to put a name of who occupied the house and all the family member. I got to put all the name, a child, adult, who going to live in the house. Then I submit to the town, and the town give them a 5 days time.
Right. So between the time he gave you the $1,000, when he gave you the $1,000, why didn't you just do that and apply for the CO?
Okay, so the defendant did not have a certificate of occupancy. We know that. The question, can the plaintiffs now turn around and say, we want our deposit back because the way we view it, this is an illegal apartment. It doesn't matter what our reasons are for getting out.
I would say no, because you do need something in writing. Otherwise,
well, they got a lease. The thing is, they say that the writing that the defendant doesn't have is a certificate of occupancy.
Well, I think they should get their money back because they never really moved in, so.
Well, but sometimes you don't move in, but you don't have a good reason for not moving in. Is this a good reason?
They need to get their money back. The owners didn't reveal everything. They were deceitful. Yeah.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
First, I got to repair the damage, which he's supposed to do. Then he changed his mind. I said, if you take us this, I charge you $1,100 and $12 for 1 year.
Yeah, but you can't take it. He can't take it, quote, as is, because you can't get a CO as is.
No, But it was understand clear. You can't go in, you can't have no access in a house till we have a CO. I mark off here.
Yeah, I know you said that. So you can't get, rent doesn't start till I have a CO. And yet, when they want their money back, you're keeping it as a breach of contract for rent.
He canceled the binder agreement, verbal and signed, to rent my house. He says, I don't want your house anymore. I lost my job.
Okay. Let's say that is true, that they just changed their mind, not that they started getting nervous about the place. They totally changed their minds. Okay. You're keeping the $1,000 security deposit as rent.
That's not security.
What is it?
That's binder money.
Binder money. You can't. I don't even know what that means. Like you keep it because you wanna. What is it for?
I binder money to put a solid deal, condition, temporary till the lease would be prepared and signed.
Read to me what you wrote here, because I can't understand it.
Yeah, I can read.
Okay.
Receive a bind $1,000 deductible, but not refundable.
They don't say that.
Rent to start.
Received as binder, BIANDER.
Yeah, well, probably I spelled wrong.
$1,000
deductible, but not refundable.
But not.
Rent to start after CO. As soon as I prepare a CO.
Okay, but can I ask you a question? Where's all the stuff about how he's responsible to make everything right in order for you to get a CO? It's the landlord's responsibility to get a CO. You never got a CO.
There was a verbal agreement. That's why I said, I'll give you for $1,100. Then, a day after, I called him. I said, in order for me to give you the key to you, prepare what has to be repaired, you got to turn around the electric and the gas in your name. He says, no, I changed your mind.
Okay, Mr. Anello, no. Here's how it works. You get a CO, then you rent it out. You didn't get a CO, you're not going to rent it out. You have a piece of paper where you wrote, the $1,000 is a binder. I don't know what in your mind that binder means. The bottom line is, you're a landlord, you have to have a CO in order to rent it out. It's not going to be rented out because you didn't get a CO. You have this side agreement with them where he's going to do this, he's going to do that. None of it's in writing. He says all he was supposed to do was fix a crack, but that you then said to him, no, you got to paint, you got to this, you got to that, you got to. What else do they have to do for you to get a CO, for you to rent it, for you to collect rent? Return their $1,000, and on your counterclaim against them for rent on a place that you still don't have a CO, no. Verdict for the plaintiffs.
Thank you.
All right, so the defendant comes out here and joins us in the hallway. Come on out. Come on. Bring your hat. Come. All right, here's the defendant here. You understand the ruling?
Sure, I understand.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for some reason, Mr. Danda not catch it the right way or make it believe him not catch it the right way. Was it clear, understandable fix? I charge $1,100. If I fix, I charge $1,200.
No, but the judge just told you no CO, no binder.
I can't make the CO before he signed the lease. You know, you want to give him a chance to prepare the lease. He changed your mind before the time.
So you're going to get a CO on this place?
For another tenants, and not for him.
All right, right down there.
Thank you.
All right, so step in here. So the judge sees things your way. You satisfied how this comes out?
Yes, I am.
All right. Did you have your suspicions about, what about the mold situation?
Well, it's that area, some parts of it floods, some parts don't. So I wasn't sure about C&D and how bad it did, but once the neighbor definitely told me yes, it did flood. So I'm like.
And so how's the little one now?
He's good. He's in the back.
He's in the back, and
that's his money for the record. That's his $1,000 he's getting back.
Okay. All right, Harvey.
Okay, Kurt, so here's the thing. The entire deal here can be revoked because the essence of the deal is illegal. You are not allowed to rent an apartment under the law that doesn't have a certificate of occupancy. So it's an illegal contract in a sense, and that means you bring them back to where they were before the deal was made.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here, wishing you a very happy half-off holiday, because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. And Mint is still premium unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day, yeah?
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.